What's up, fight fans? It's your man 3K the Boss, aka Mr. Two Hands Up. Pow, pow. You know what it is. Okay, so Bob Arum is pretty much making waves. He said he doesn't feel comfortable with his star, his champion, going over to England, especially with the recent news of the BBBOC in the UK and National Anti-Doping Board basically okaying the fact that Dillian Whyte was able to fight 3 hours before the event, and his biggest problem is the fact that they didn't put Oscar Rivas on notice. Now, my thing about this situation is the situation really doesn't have anything to do with Lomachenko. Also, Bob Arum comes from the country where there's more corruption, and there's pretty much no testing on half the events that they fucking host during a whole fiscal year. I would say that maybe partially some of his concerns are genuine, and then I would say, come on, Bob. You're an old school promoter with old school promotional values. You existed in a time where y'all used to fuck over all types of opponents. Testing was pretty much non-existent when you came up in the game, and even now in the USA, if you look on the aftermath of Keith Thurman, Manny Pacquiao, no testing there as well. Nobody was concerned then, and everyone's considering Manny Pacquiao pound for pound #1. So for VASYL Lomachenko, Luke Campbell, Luke Campbell's never had any testing issues. Luke Campbell has never popped up dirty for anything as far as I'm concerned. He's a decorated Olympian. That's just not really Luke Campbell's style. I mean, we're going in here to a clean fight. And another thing, Luke Campbell doesn't stand a snowball's chance in hell in beating Lomachenko. So for this false concern for your champion, like, I don't know what you think is going to happen. Now we're going to sit up here and act like the United Kingdom is just known for janky doping practices. We're going to act like it is a crooked regime when we look at Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, we see all of the red flags with that match, and we know that your champion, Tyson Fury, should really be the WBC champion. Once again, I'm fully aware that this isn't your sanctioning body. I'm sorry. I'm fully aware that that PBC isn't your promotional outfit. But we all know that Manny Pacquiao and Keith Thurman, they had no VADA testing. They had no testing in place at all for that bout that Keith Thurman lost his belt, and Pacquiao looked like the little Terminator that he absolutely is. But once again, I would have to say this. I would say that his so-called concerns don't raise the antennas of a guy like me who absolutely loves the sport of boxing and digs into the ins and outs of it. Like I said, I think this match is going to be one of the classier matches that you will have coming out of the UK. And I know that the UK are known for pretty much having multiple testing outfits for some of their opponents, and most of their opponents, like Anthony Joshua, they always sign up for more than one testing outfit, just as well as Dillian Whyte did. Like I said, once again, we have to look at UCAD, and we have to look at the situation for what it is. Who allows a guy to fight, who clears a guy to fight, and then 3 hours after finds an adverse find and then clears in the fight, doesn't allow put the other opponent on notice, and then after it's all said and done, comes out like that Dillian Whyte is the only one at fault here. Once again, VASYL Lomachenko, and another thing, VASYL Lomachenko is such a highly skilled boxer that, let's be serious here, I don't see any advantages helping Luke Campbell out against VASYL Lomachenko. And Luke's a little guy. If Bob Arum was a guy who vocalized and expressed that for all of his fighters at Top Rank that a clean boxing initiative is important, then maybe I would feel a little differently about the situation. But Bob Arum isn't the type of guy to do that. We all know this. But since VASYL is going for his third belt, that being the WBC belt, I don't know. I just think that, we're just using this situation here to just make some waves. But I just don't believe that it's completely genuine. And once again, Vasily Lomachenko is worlds above the competition. So I don't think there's really anything to worry about here. And plus, man, the British fans and just they love Vasily, man. Just as much as I like Vasily Lomachenko, very skilled fighter. But when it comes to it, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this. I just don't think what Bob Arum is saying is genuine because, hey, man, you come from the United States of America where there's more corruption when it comes to boxing outfits, when there's more corruption with testing than anything. So, I mean, I wouldn't look at this as any red flags. So Bob Arum all of a sudden wants to be an advocate for the clean boxing initiative, and you want to be so worried about, the United Kingdom, the UK's testing protocols and things of that nature, then hey, be more vocal about it all across the board. I understand Maxim Dadashev was your boxer, but that didn't have anything to do with um, an adverse finding issue. And Dillian White isn't your boxer, but hey, now all of a sudden, hey, you want to speak out. Like there's just so much corruption in the UK. But I'm not just going to keep mulling over the same things and repeating myself. So that's pretty much all I got for you guys today. As we always say, it costs you nothing to pay a nigga no mind.